turned 53. So in this area, Eskild kept his apprentice here, and because he didn't have night vision, he was only able to see 2 hexes around him. So he could see the 2 Obsidian Wyverns I had here, as well as the dungeon. And it meant I couldn't do the dungeon before attacking him, otherwise he would see my army. So I had to cast spells, strategic spells, before attacking him. So basically I used my casting points to cast 3 spy drones. One was started the turn before. And actually I should maybe... no, not yet, but soon I should start doing Scorched Earth. So yeah, I cast the 3 spy drones and then I launched the attack against him, because I didn't want to cast any spells in auto combat. So I kept the 2 Obsidian Wyverns, and I brought the Hellhound from here in case, because I didn't know if he would stun me or cast some spells. So I prefer to play safe. We can see that he has a lot of mana income, plus 110, with income of about 400 and a upkeep of about 300. So that's huge compared to me. And he has 85 casting points. So I think he's... no, he's not yet at maximum. So compared to me, I only have 150 mana upkeep, so he has double me. But he's playing Sorcerer, so that's kind of normal. So as you can see, I only took a firebomb from him on my Wyverns. Then in this area I did dungeon battle, which was pretty difficult because I could bring only 5 units to the battle, not 6. And as I showed on the previous turn, or I discussed on the previous turn, I've got 2 trolls and 2 Warbreeds, so 4 units with regrowth, plus obviously, as usual, a Manticore and a Butcher. So they're pretty dangerous, and I had to focus fire on one at a time to kill it before it can regrow. And so the idea was to charge forward to avoid taking too much Blood Pavilion, and to get the 2 trolls following this Wyvern. So why did I choose the trolls and not the Warbreeds? There are 2 main reasons. One is the troll have Guardbreaker, so they are much more dangerous actually than the Warbreeds. And the second reason, so I don't want to fight them directly. Second reason is the trolls only have 30 movement points, whereas the Warbreed has 36. So yeah, it means I can move more easily with my Wyvern and avoid being caught by the Warbreeds. So then I had to stay away from the trolls so that they really move here and don't go on the left. And also I hoped that the Manticore would go for the Wyvern. So I was 2 hexes plus 1, so 3 hexes away from its range on the right with the Wyvern, and I was also 3 hexes with the with this unit, but not with the dragon. But the dragon has higher resistance and defense. Actually, not when he's not guarding. So yeah, so that was a natural choice for the Manticore to go for the dragon actually. So that's what it did. So the split of the Manticore didn't work, but it was not really hoping for it that much. So I used Weakening Breath. I was hoping to do some damage to the Warbreed, but it seems that they are immune to Weakening Breath, which is not written anywhere, but still it was good because it removed 9 movement points from it, so it was not able to reach my dragon and flank it on both sides. And so I decided to move forward with the dragon and not with my leader, even if the leader would have taken less damage than on the dragon, which took 18 damage. But I did that because my dragon has fearsome, and the Warbreed actually has only 10 resistance when it's not guarding. So I've got 45% chance of panicking the Warbreed at each hit, and that happened on the first hit, so that was pretty good. And that was the objective. Then I can just try to kill the Warbreed. And here I did a mistake because I thought I would flank it all the time because it's panicked, but actually no, you still have to go on the back to flank it. So I moved like this and didn't do maximum damage instead of moving like this and doing maximum damage. That's not a big deal, but still. Then I guarded here, guarded with the dragon, and guarded here. So the idea was, and moved with my Wyvern to keep the 2 trolls busy. So the idea was to prevent the Butcher from reaching my leader, try to get the Rider to attack my leader, but I knew it would not do that because maximum damage it can do is pretty low here, whereas if it flies away and attacks the Wyvern, it can either strike twice or strike once and do flanking, and it can severely damage it. And the Warbreed is just going to attack the dragon. So guarding like this is really the best choice. It avoids being flanked, especially by a flying rider, Manticore rider, and it reduces the damage that you'll get. So here I got critical. Before the fight I took +1 physical damage, melee damage on my leader with my hero upgrade point. So I'm at 13 I think base. No, 14 +2. And again I got lucky panicking the Warbreed. And the other one, so the other Warbreed tried to run away and was killed by the dragon. Then I can finish the Manticore. I wanted to finish the Manticore with my dragon, but yeah, so I wanted to finish the Manticore with my dragon, and so I didn't want to do too much damage with my Wyvern, but still did a lot, and so I killed it. And because I wanted to get as much experience as possible on the dragon to quickly get to high levels, but didn't work out. And also, yeah, something I didn't say also is I put the Guardian Flame on this Wyvern, who was with me fighting, to open up a force damage channel and do some really nice damage when I'm flanking. Whereas this one, I just healed her, which was good in terms of HP, but also it's better in terms of damage channel. So here the bad thing is the Manticore weakened me and severely poisoned me. And so I'm taking some very nasty damage from the severely poisoned because of the weakened. And so actually I hesitated to take with my remaining upgrade points to take Cure Disease, and I definitely should have. So after this fight I will take it because it would have saved me 14 HP I think. So here also I moved the dragon on the back, and instead of keeping it here, so it was for flanking, but also because I knew the Warbreed would likely go there, and then I would have opportunities to kill it when it's panicked and it moves. And otherwise, if it doesn't go there, it goes there and it's killed by my 2 units, so it was the best location. So the Butcher versus the Boar Rider is not the best thing because it's a pikeman, but I don't really have a good unit to deal with the Butcher anyway. So here I wanted to use Weakening Breath to finish the Butcher to get the experience on the dragon, but got a bad position, and my Boar Rider would be on the breath and with a chance of severely poisoned, so I wanted to avoid that. So here I'm taking 7 damage from the severely poisoned and then 8 from the Blood Pavilion, and I'm thinking, okay, this Wyvern is going to die. because I didn't take Cure Disease. And then 7 more damage and I'm at 3 HP, and I see I still have severely poisoned for 1 turn. I think, okay, he's dead. But let's save her and do not suicide her to try to take the Blood Pavilion from one of my units and just get on the Wyvern. But eventually it didn't work like that, and the severely poisoned dissipated on my turn, and she stayed at 3 HP. So at that point I really wanted to end the fight to try to avoid another Blood Pavilion on my Wyvern. So I tried to kill them quickly, and it meant I got a lot of damage on my units, which was not really necessary if I was not in a hurry. So I tried to kill this troll with the Dragonor to panic it, but it failed, which he had only 7 HP left. And then I tried to kill this one with my leader and the Wyvern, but it failed too. So I sent this Wyvern to finish the troll, and I had checked the experience, and I was hoping I could get to 220 to Elite, and then I would get some additional HP from the Elite. But actually I lacked one experience. So then I've got one more turn and he doesn't have any action points left, so I can use Slip Away on my leader and finish the troll with my dragon, who did level up, and he's actually close to next medal, so that's nice. So then what to do next? So I had several options. One was to go there, but I'm not sure how far Eskild is, so I'm not moving there. Then I've got this shrine, and interestingly I've got the melons there to heal my units who are badly injured. Or I could go for this, but this one I don't really want to do it now, because there is a risk my Wyvern would be killed on turn 1 by the Dread Monkeys. And also I'm planning to move in this direction and take this outpost. So in the end I decided to go there, and I don't have enough movement points to continue, so I'm staying there. Next turn, not wasting movement points. Next turn I can attack with these 6 units. Then maybe take some additional healing, and then probably go there, clear with this reward from the dungeon, and that's the reward from the previous dungeon. So use these 4 units plus probably my leader, clear this, don't involve these units so that they keep the life steal, life drain actually, and Elven's King's Blessing, high morale on the 5 good units, and then maybe go there, take this. But I got quests from the giants, and I can get another Frost Giant, which is really handy. Plus Hand of Glory, it's nice also. So obviously I'm accepting this. And so it's a quite difficult quest, but I'm thinking about going there with my 4 flying units. Might be a bit difficult with only 4 units, but might not be. And I can use this plus this and move and take this and reach them pretty fast. So I will see next turn what is the situation and what should I do. But I also really want to take this. So maybe split 2 teams, but probably not the best idea. So I'm finishing to plunder this. That will bring 200 mana, 200 gold to me. I've got this unit keeping this blocked. I cast the spray drone here, check this area, there is no one. So should not be taken by surprise. And so next turn I plan to take these ice berries. I position myself exactly at the right point, 9 movement to reach there. see what's inside, and maybe go on the surface where my Spider would be more effective. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's going to die very fast when it's on the surface. Here I've got small worry. It's this Banshee, Veteran Banshee, scouting this area. Oh, which make me think, because I got some gold from the oh shit, from the dungeon. So before I had no way to recruit a Dwarf firstborn, but now I could recruit one and go kill the Banshee. But I'm a bit worried that this Banshee is not alone, and that she's coming with the invisible stack from Jean. So I'm a bit concerned of wasting 230 gold. And not getting it back. I mean, and losing it immediately after. Okay, so after a long reflection, consideration about this, I think I should not do it, because I could sell some items from my leader to buy it, but one thing is, maybe it has a stack behind, and so I'm going to lose the unit anyway, wasting 330 gold. Another thing is, I've got very difficult economic situation right now, and next turn I'm going to lose the plus 100 morale I have, which is going to give me minus 20% income at my throne, because right now I have 659, but when I lose the plus 100 I fall back from cheerful. Here it's fine, and the other cities I don't know. Yeah, this one is going to fall back also, and this one is okay. So yeah, it would be pretty dangerous to buy a unit that expensive. So I'm just going to stay like this and hope my deep guard kill the Banshee, but that's quite unlikely actually. But John might avoid attacking it, fearful of losing his Banshee, because he's quite a cautious guy. So that was for this area. Then I've got my hero coming, and so I'm moving back my flyer with a hero to save 8 gold. And then I've got the Gryphon, who is going to join with them very soon. I cast a Spider here, who is going to scoot a little. So the plan is to next turn emerge and get myself concealed into this dense vegetation. And then it will depend on what I can scoot, but I'd like to take several cities at once to put some pressure on him and cast Scorch Earth, raise the cities. I cannot plunder them because he's Necro, and that's kind of a bug that we wanted to fix in the balance mod, but we couldn't with mod tools. So yeah, I'm going to try to take this. So if we look at the big map, he has a lot of troops there as far as I know, but weak troops, and probably his invisible stack is there too. Then I can take these 2 cities plus this one, but this one is a bit far. And his main army is here. We are going to see it soon. Then he has these 2 cities who are undefended also, so I might try to take them, but I have to be cautious with his main army. And if I take this, it might bring back his main army south. So I was very concerned last turn, as I described in the video, about his army and me being able to move from here to my throne or not. So at first I cast a spy drone here and tried to scoot, but actually I don't have enough movement points, so I was able to see up to here, and I saw he was not there. So then I had Forge Priest here, and so I moved him to the cave entrance, and I was expecting he would have someone on the cave entrance to prevent me from popping up, but he didn't. So now I can see his hero and his leader with his Dread Reaper, with the first Dread Reaper he invoked, he summoned, was Paragon. And then these guys, and he probably has a third stack here. Oh, that's kind of a bug. Yeah, I can see he has a third stack here because of that. That's kind of a bug. So yeah. So I'm going back underground and staying there. I don't have any movement points left anyway. So that's my throne. And my armies, so I moved them from here to there, and I sent the cannon with me to save his upkeep of T3 upkeep, and I sent the 2 golems I have, so he's not able to reach me except with his leader and maybe some very fast units, but he's too far away. So I managed to move back from here, where I completed the quest a few turns ago to get the giant, to there, and now I'm near my throne, so I can defend. But I cannot defend this, so I'm going to send back one of my units to force, probably this guy, to force auto combat on John when he attacks it, but I cannot really defend it. But I don't have much things south. I only have the giant dwelling. I should put 1 unit nearby, this fortress, and that's it. And my stuff are north, and I can easily defend this area and this area, and then I can defend this and defend that. And so I've got a lot of Forge Priests, so I can just have a stack of 6 Forge Priests defending against his floating and flying units. So I think I'm quite good now in terms of defense. So then I had to decide again, like last time, should I take a siege workshop and then the shattering hammer, or continue building golems, or try to go for a cannon, or an engineer to reload the cannon. So in the end I went for a golem again, because that's the same consideration. The golem cannot be hit by many of his spells. Actually it can be hit by wreck, but I can remove it with Cure Disease. So do I have Cure Disease? I should take Cure Disease. I should take it. Can I get Cure Disease here? Oh shit. I should take Cure Disease on my leader too, before I forget. Looks like I don't have... Ah, fuck. Missing... shit. I'm missing 1 point to get Cure Disease. That's stupid. But yeah, I think the golems are going to be more effective to fight all these flying units who are going to go over the wall, and to prevent them from attacking my Forge Priests, and give them time to just burn the undeads. And here I'm still building a Forge Priest because they are really, really strong, cost effective, and as I said, I can move them on lava to fight his flying units. Here I'm moving back, continuing to move back these units. We're going to continue moving toward my throne, and probably going to send one with this team here. And then so the builder here, I hesitated to send him back, but I don't really have a use for him there, and I could build a fortress here, but that's only 10 gold, and I really need gold. 10 mana also, 10 research, but not that valuable. So instead I'm sending him south, and see if I can put him to some use. At least building a watchtower here would be quite, or here actually, would be quite useful, so that I know if someone is moving there, and I can watch this area. Here they are continuing to dig the huts, and so it grew into Metropolis, which is nice for the income and stuff. And that's it for this turn, so thanks for watching, see you next turn.